Aloha! Welcome to part 4 of Bass's playthrough in Mega Man and Bass. And now we're tackling Magic Man! He's a magical person. As one would expect, and I despise this level as Mega Man, but we'll get to that when we play the Mega Man playthrough. Seriously, Magic Man can suck a dick. Or at least his level can. If a level could suck a dick. Which I don't think it can. Regardless, Magic Man loves to amaze people with magic and tricks, and he has recently practiced fortune-telling. A good point? He's a hard worker. A bad point? He's a show-off. He likes cheers, and he dislikes revealing too much. Because a true magician does never admits his craft, or he never tells his secrets. But whatever. This level, thank God for Bass's double jump is all I can say. There is no ground where the trains are running. There's no bottom to land if you should fall off, or if you should get knocked off. So, needless to say, I despise that part quite a bit. If you watched my Mega Man 8 playthrough, this place looks pretty damn familiar, doesn't it? I mean, it's not a recreation of the level, but literally, the background, the trains, the walking doll robots, the trapeze, you know, it's so Clown Man stage from Mega Man 8. Again, this game is pretty much Mega Man 8.5. It's not really a true number, it's more of just an expansion to the same stuff we saw in Mega Man 8, only now we could play as Bass, and, you know, it's a lot fucking harder. I guess people were complaining 8 was too easy, and then they were like, okay, well, we'll give you the hardest fucking game in the world, how's that? Uh-huh. Don't fuck with Capcom, yo! That's a shame. But regardless, this place, those little mini dolls, you don't want them to grab you. If they grab you, they will shake you and shake you until you lose, like, all of your bolts. And, you know, we just spent all that time collecting all those to buy upgrades with, so, I don't think giving them our bolts is a good idea. And this area has platforms with spikes that rotate every time the guy in the background rings the bell, just like Clown Man stage. And thanks to the Game Boy Advance and its horrible vision and horrible can't see anything above you angle, you're never going to see any of the shit coming, so I don't know what to say. Other than it sucks. And I was getting my ass kicked a lot here. Maybe I'm rushing the level too quickly, or maybe I'm just horrible at the game. But regardless, I'm getting my ass handed to me. But now we've reached Magic Man. And Magic Man is, of course, weak against Tengu Man's weapon. And if you get in close and hit him with it like a melee attack, it does the most damage and stuns him. If you hit him like it's a melee, or like it's a ranged attack, then he won't get stunned, and, you know, it's just fairly easier. Of course, I died. I came in with low health, so that didn't surprise me. He'll release birds to fight you. He shoots magical orbs. If he shoots his cards, the cards will come back, and if they touch you, they'll actually steal some of your health and give it to him. So, luckily with Bass, you can double jump over the cards. As soon as you see him throw the cards, you can double jump to get out of the way. But when you're Mega Man, well, you don't have that luxury. You can slide under the cards, but, you know, the way I jump, I never seem to dodge it in time. Nevertheless, defeating Magic Man gives us the Magic Card. And the Magic Card is great for retrieving items that are hidden beneath walls. Booyah! And you can shoot it either up or straight. So go, whatcha! Got health. Whatcha! Got more health. And this is only if they drop health. They don't always give you health. So we defeated another 3 Robot Masters since our last visit to the, King Activation Castle thing. So let's go find these other teleporters. How do you get this one might ask? The drills! 100 bolts for me! And now the last 2 are at the bottom. And this one you get with the Tengu air thingy. You just have to hit it against the wall when you jump. It'll go up. But with Bass, you can actually double jump all the way up to it and just slash it with a melee attack. But I just wanted to show you how to do it normally in case you were having trouble with Mega Man for some reason. The cards go up and right. Booyah. Good, we got 300 bolts and we've unlocked all but 2 of the doors. I say it's time we go splurging on some money. Or go splurging for some items. Since there's new items in the inventory, I think that's a good idea. And now we've come to the best part of the whole game, folks. Because these are all the last-minute items. You got, Energy Saver. It reduces how much energy you waste while using special abilities. And my favorite, the Super Buster, which makes Base a fucking god. He can now destroy things like nothing with the regular Mace Buster. The Base Buster, sorry. It's ridiculous. And I cannot wait to show you it because it's retardedly strong. There's also an ability you can equip to reduce the damage you take by half. And, you'll get healed every time you get hurt, but not by much. So that's kind of like reducing damage, but kind of worse, I guess. Regardless, we got 2 power-ups. Let's take on Astro Man! And we know Astro Man because he was in Mega Man 8 as well. He was the guy who was a very nervous and annoying motherfucker to fight. So I'm equipping the Super Base Buster. Let's see how much damage. Not only is the wave obviously bigger, look how quickly I'm disposing of foes. Look at this Metal. Boom! Dead. 1 hit. Base is now the god he should have been from the get-go, and now the game is fun to me. This is when the game gets fun. You should see me when I replay levels with the Super Base Buster. All of a sudden, all those enemies that gave me trouble, the big gorillas who throw barrels, the mini-boss and Cold Man stage, they all go down like ridiculously quicker. I love it. Again, if Base was like this the whole game, and it was only Base this whole game, then the game would have been fun to me. Because hey, even with the Super Base Buster, the later parts of King's Castle are surprisingly, ridiculously, oh my god, why would they design this? Impossible. This is a memorization part. You have to push the buttons in the order that they light it up. If you don't, they shoot at you and hurt you. And you'll never get through the door until you guess it right, so, you know, don't dilly-dally. Pay attention to those buttons. Pay attention to the lights. That one was easy. There's only 3 blocks and 3 buttons to press, but there's going to be another one that's 5 buttons to press, and yeah. The blocks on the ground levitate into spikes, so clearly you don't want to stay on them too long, or touch them at all. This whole section is reappearing, disappearing blocks, which I oh so hate in video games. Luckily with Base, you can literally dash and double jump over everything. It's ridiculous. This part, though, I'm not so lucky. I'm gonna have to use all my jumping prowess to get through this part. It moves fast, and I didn't double jump that time, so that's what you would do. Actually, I did double jump for the first block. And Mega Man has a much harder time, but we'll see that when we get to his playthrough. Again, I hope you memorized the pattern here. It's not always the same pattern every time. It's always going to be different every time you play the game. So it's not like I memorized that beforehand and then just did it now. I had to memorize it there on the spot because I've never seen that pattern before. Get out of there, holy shit. Spikes are everywhere, they hate you, they're one-hit kills, and they're despicable. Astro Man is weak against the magic card, and luckily, right before you face him, there's a health power-up and an energy fixer-upper. Now, equipping the Base Buster does not improve your weapon abilities, so don't think that. But, regardless, this is what he's weak against, magic card, and his patterns, he loves to move around quite a bit. And it's very hard for me to describe. There's some attacks where he'll go left, then down, then right, like upright, then down, then left, up left, and he spawns these double Astro guys who also shoot at you and also hurt you. And I tried fighting Astro Man with regular Base my first time playing the game because he's one of the first 3 you can fight, right? And I used save states on an emulator, and I just couldn't beat him. I tried 10,000 times with full health. I couldn't beat him with regular Base. It was driving me insane. I knew his patterns, and I just couldn't get it down. So Magic Card or Super Base Buster is the way to go. And hopefully you can memorize the patterns. They're hard for me to describe to you, but just keep whacking him and take advantage of every time he's not invulnerable. By defeating Astro Man, we got copy vision, and we get to spawn a new Base who can also shoot things. But he only stays still and he shoots straight. Anyway, I'll see you in part 5.